All right, we're going to take a quick look at engaging targets at longer and normal distances with a subcompact. And I've got a Glock 26 in an in-waistband holster under a shirt, and what I'm going to do is move to concealment and engage that 65-yard target. Ideally, I'm going to engage it while on the move on the way to concealment, but the time and distance is pretty compressed here. And so more than likely what's going to happen is I'm going to get to concealment and lean out and engage. Something that's important to know when you're pushing distance or pushing speed and you're engaging a target that has a response is what you do between shots when you miss. And there's a tendency to drop your sights, lift your chin, and look down range to assess your target. You don't want to do that. You want to use your sights, you want to run the gun, and you want to use your peripheral vision and or hearing to assess your hits. So let's see how it goes. So the first shot was 1.98 seconds, and it was a miss. Second shot was 3.27 seconds, and it was a hit. Now, something to keep in mind is what accuracy can you expect at distances like these with subcompact? I've got a stock Glock barrel, and I'm shooting regular box ammo. I'm not shooting match grade ammo. I don't have a match grade barrel. Let's take a look at that 85-yard target and see if that's even possible. You may or may not be able to hear. It's a little bit windy today. So does that matter? And so that was a hit. And how about got an 8-inch popper with a 4-inch head at 61 yards. Okay, that took a few hits to get on target, but once I did, 3 hits in a row on it. How about that 10-inch at 65 yards? So 3 hits to make or 3 shots to make a hit. What kind of accuracy can you expect at these distances? Well, I know from shooting this gun, this barrel, this ammo, at 60 to 65 yards, from a bench rest, I'm looking at a 10 to 12 inch group. So if I'm shooting a 10-inch target, it's natural to assume that there's going to be some misses because the expected accuracy of the round in the barrel is not as tight as the target. Same thing with the 8-inch torso and 4-inch head. 85 yards, that's pretty much a money shot. There's going to be some misses every once in a while. 65 yards on a torso should be 100% hits. Maybe you miss every once in a while if you're pushing speed or shooting on the move. The important thing from this is that what this basically is an assessment of can you line up the sights, can you press the trigger without disturbing sight alignment, or more precisely, can you line up the muzzle and press the trigger without disturbing muzzle alignment. And those are skills that you can practice at home. You can practice them with dry fire. You don't have to spend a ton of money at the range, and I do about 99, maybe 99.9% of my practice with dry fire. Same thing when you add in movement. Those are skills that you can practice at home with dry fire and actually practice them more effectively than you can with live fire. You need to assess everything with live fire, but you can test stuff, you can train it, you can learn it with dry fire. So I'm going to list some resources that you can use to train these kind of skills at home so that you can make shots at way longer than expected distances with the gun that you carry on a normal basis. Not some tricked out gun, not some competition gun, not a comp's gun, but a gun that you carry on a normal basis, a boring, ordinary gun. So with that, that's it for today. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try something real quick. I'm going to go ahead and draw and try shooting on the move on that 65-yard target and see if I can get some hits on it. So this time I've got my pistol out instead of in my holster. Gonna hit the timer and see how it goes. Last one was kind of a gimme because I was moving forward, but as you can see, you can still make hits on target if you're moving at a not too quick of a pace. You start moving too quick, and just a teeny tiny little movement of the sights at this distance is going to be magnified, and you're going to be beyond the scope of the target. But what it shows you is that you can make hits while moving, and the more movement that you add at distances like this, the harder you are to hit. So train hard, train smart, train smarter than the next guy, and take a look at those resources below.